Hey guys, what's up? It's Assassin here today, and I'm going to be showing you how to get the Simulated Hero achievement and the One and Only achievement. I'll go through what the descriptions of both are first. Simulated Hero is getting a score of 9,999 in a single game. You don't have to get specifically that, you can get anything higher and you'll still get it. And that one I believe is worth 25 gamer score. And then you've got the One and Only, which is worth 50 gamer score, which is for basically beating a game. It does say a wave, but it's for the Armax. You have to basically complete an arena of Spectre-level opponents. To do the Spectre-level opponents, you need to get 1 gold token first, and you'll need to buy the mirror match setting. Once you bought the mirror match setting, you have access to an enemy type, which basically just shows up as N7. Since it's a mirror match, you're technically a Spectre still, so this is why it's a little confusing for some people. This has got to be probably the hardest enemy type in the game, purely for the fact that you're going against mirrors of yourself, but they have different classes, so you have like Vanguard, Engineer, Soldier, basically all of like the different starting types. If you're playing as a soldier, it'll probably make it a lot easier for you. In hindsight, I should have probably unlocked some stronger level teammates, such as Grunt and Wrex, because Grunt and Wrex can technically just go out and mow down enemies by themselves if they both have a claymore on that's high level. And they have extremely high shields, extremely high health, which will keep them alive a lot longer. And then if they do die, you can use Unity. For this one, I am playing on Insanity, so I do kind of not necessarily struggle, but I'm very cautious of how I go about this mission, purely for the fact that I picked an area where I could only get attacked from the side, but at the same time it was very easy for me to get kind of flanked. A good thing when you're playing as a soldier, you can use Adrenaline Rush and basically run the hell away from wherever you are. So if you're getting swarmed by enemies, you can get out of there really quickly and then use a med pack while you're on there. Also, since I'm playing as a soldier, I do have access to all 3 ammo types, and I do have a the concussion grenade shot, which does carry the same ammo type as the gun. So basically, if I have an enemy that has shields, I can use disruptor rounds and use concussion with my adrenaline mode, which gives me a damage boost, and I'm allowed to use an extra power while it's activated. If it's armor, I can use Incendiary, and if it's someone getting really close, I use cryo rounds and I can freeze them. The mistake I made at the beginning of this round, wave, whatever you want to call it here, is the fact that I put myself out in the open. It might look like I'm kind of in cover, but it's too easy for enemies to flank me on the ridges here. So the idea is you want to get to high ground, you really want to stay away from basically all the enemies. For some reason, I think I might have also had medi turned off in this, and this is why I was probably struggling with it so much. I find it ironic that I kill the soldier shepherd first. The good thing though with this is if you're kind of struggling with it, the AI necessarily isn't that smart. They'll stay out in the open or behind cover. They won't necessarily try and close the gap with you at close range. which is good if you're playing against like Vanguard classes or types like MTU with 10 deploy and basically sentry guns and drones? Yeah, drones. Like I was saying before though, if you did have Wrex and Grunt, they would be basically charging in there and destroying enemies. However, Liara and Garrus are pretty much just staying at range. Which is good for me though, because basically if I was playing with Wrex and Grunt and I had medi-gel on, it would be okay, but since I have it off, they'd probably die straight away and then I'd be screwed.
I'm on it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 2. Understood.
The best spot for this map, which I figured out, was basically just to the right here. There's essentially only one way in because the enemies don't seem to climb up the ladder. So basically if you do get swarmed, you can either use Adrenaline Rush and help to the top side like I do later on, or you could go down to the little balcony area where you start off. The other good side is the enemies will be out in pretty much open ground. It was like as if it was the reverse of how I went there to start off and I was getting hit from the sides. Basically high ground, open killing fields means good for you. Only downside is you're going to get hit by grenades a lot.
Right away. I'm on it.
I really hate the infiltrators because when you hit them with disruptor rounds, they won't break their shielding, which makes them pretty much impossible to target with allied powers. So I can't use Overload from Garrus or I can't use Warp from Liara until he either uncloaks or somehow I stun him. Also, if you're wondering about my weapon, how come it doesn't need ammo, it's because it's the M7 Avenger, which you pick up in one of the story missions for the Citadel DLC. You'll just find it laying on the ground, and basically once you pick it up, you'll get it to like level 3 straight away.
I'm on it.
It carries quite a bit of damage. I also do have the thermal clip capacity upgrade on, which means that I can fire a lot more bullets without it overheating. It's kind of like the Spectre requested weapons in Mass Effect 1 when you put down, I think it was the heat dampening, which allowed you to basically fire unlimited amount of rounds.
Right way. Got it.
This is basically the point where I was saying where I'm about to get overwhelmed. Since I don't have any medi-gel on, I basically have to use Adrenaline Rush and get the hell out of there because I'd be standing up and be exposed to the rest of the Shepherds, which would make me basically a prime target. Whereas now I can get a bit of fun and recover my shields and hit him at range while my AI partners deal a bit of damage. As you notice, this is basically where they start chasing after me, so I basically try and put my crew in places where they'll engage him at basically both sides and prevent me from getting shot in the back. Because as you can, pretty much basically my shields are going to drop in like one bullet, and I only got 1 bar of health, which means I'm pretty much fucked. And this is exactly why I hate the Infiltrator. I'm trying to hit him to use Overload and Warp, but I can't do it because his shields won't drop and I can't target him. So I have to use Adrenaline Rush and basically just unload on him.
Understood.
Will do.
I really like the armor I made for my character. It looks very cool in my opinion. I tried to make it kind of like Iron Man. It's what I did in Mass Effect 2, because I like Iron Man and all that. You also be able to see the glitch I found in the game to do with the single fire sniper rifles. It's really cool. I really like it. And as I know, I'm probably the only one who actually does it. Bang! Adrenaline mode. But basically, when you fire, you use Adrenaline mode, and once you've fired with that one, you'll get it. Anyway, so there's the one and only and simulated hero. If you guys enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. I hope to hear from you guys. It makes all this more worthwhile. And there you go, 2 achievements in 1 match. Cheers.